must record all of my experiences, for many things of great significance to the Abbey may happen, even if I am unaware of their significance at the time. But I might also describe events of no relevance, in which case I would prefer that you choose only what is truly important. And perhaps some things will be intended for your eyes only, Sister O. I trust you will know when this is the case. I'm going to view these letters as a continuation of the text I wrote 4 years ago, documenting the spring when the men came to Menos to take Yai away. Now, as then, I do not feel strong enough for the task. Now, as then, I will do my best to fulfill the task anyway, despite my shortcomings. I hope you will share my writings with the novices. It will be good preparation for others like me who intend to venture out into the world and spread the Abbey's knowledge after their education. I know that everyone was concerned that I might be hurt or robbed on my journey, but everything has gone well. I have joined forces with a number of convoys in exchange for a small payment. This has provided me with protection against highway robbers and other dangers. The convoys are always escorted by several armed guards. Yet we have seen no robbers, and have heard wolves only from afar. They were too distant even to alarm my mule. Of course, I have almost certainly paid exorbitant prices for things at times, like the first convoy I joined that gave me a cart to ride in. Then I made friends with a traveling tradeswoman from Valeria named Ayanie, who told me I should have bartered them down to at least half the price. Still, I have learned a valuable lesson, and plenty of silver remains in my purse. Ayanie advised me to sleep with it under my head. When this first convoy branched west toward Davenland, I had to travel on foot for several days before I managed to buy a retired old mule from a merchant. She has long, soft ears that obscure my view when I ride her, and her broad back is almost comfortable. The merchant who sold her mentioned no name, and perhaps he never gave her one. I call her Grey Lady, in honor of our highest peak on Menos, White Lady Mountain. She has walked this route many, many times before, bearing brick tea and salt on her back to the faraway land of the Akkade people. The merchant said that she is too old to manage that path again. The mountains between Rovas and the Akkade plains are high, and the climb is strenuous for an old mule. My intended route is not as long or difficult, but I still feared that the low peaks that form the southern boundary of Rovas might be too much for her. I dismounted and walked through the most treacherous parts, when stones were slipping under foot and hoof, and it felt as though each step took us as far backward as forward. The road we are following is known as the Horse Trail, because it is used to herd strong Akkade horses to the south, where they command a high price. We have not encountered any horse convoys, for spring is not a wise time to lead large herds of animals along roads damaged by the rain, snow, and storms of winter. The northbound convoys travel in spring, when tradesmen bring sought-after goods from the southern lands to the north, where people are longing for sweets, spices, and a little luxury after the hardships of winter. Ayanie showed me the silver jewelry she buys in the markets of Masan. It is too plain for the wealthy citizens of Arindabal, so she undertakes an annual journey to Namar. It is a great distance, but in the walled city, people pay well for items considered too modest for Arindabal nobility. When Ayanie reaches Namar, she trades her silver jewelry for wool, which she then brings down to the southeast and Lagora, which Ayanie described as a mosaic city by the sea, and trades the raw wool for spun yarn and tapestries. Then she travels back to Valeria and sells her wares for pure gold. Ayanie has seen so much of the world. For a Valerian, she has traveled a great deal, as far west as the land of the Longhorns, as far north as the Akkade Plains, and as far east as Lagora. It has been fascinating to see the landscape change over the course of my journey. From